Good day. My name is Jody Butler, and I'm presenting this public service announcement on behalf of the City of Cape Town. We will address the topic of illegal alterations of motor vehicles. Recent reports have been published by various media and press associations. Unfortunately, from the city's perspective, some of the information reported was inaccurate. So in this public service announcement, we seek to clarify and provide accurate information on the topic. Joining us now is Alderman JP Smith, who is the city's mayoral committee member for safety and security. Good day, Alderman Smith.
Good day, Jody.
The first area of confusion arising from the press reports is who is responsible for the legislation that governs vehicle alterations and roadworthiness.
Yes, it's important to state clearly that it's national legislation, namely the National Road Traffic Act number 93 of 1996, which states that any modification of or tampering with a vehicle safety design renders the vehicle unroadworthy.
So what role then does the City of Cape Town play?
The City of Cape Town's traffic services is mandated to enforce the provisions of this national legislation. In addition, we also use the South African National Standard or SANS 047 guideline when conducting roadworthy checks on vehicles at our many vehicle testing stations.
Is it actually legal to alter motor vehicles?
Yes, the city has no issue with a large number of vehicles being legally modified by car enthusiasts and clubs where either the original car's manufacturer or a registered auto body mechanic or company does the work. These vehicles are legal, but what we do have an issue with is the vehicles we find that have been illegally modified, rendering them unsafe, unroadworthy, and in contravention of the national legislation.
Are there any final comments you would like to make?
Yes, I would like to make one final important point. It was also reported in the press that the city is currently clamping down on modified or illegally altered cars. This is inaccurate. There is no new clampdown, and in fact, there has been consistent and regular enforcement over many years.
Thank you, Alderman Smith, for the input that you have given. We are now going to interview Maxine Jordan, Media Liaison Officer at the Gallows Hill Traffic Department. Welcome, Maxine.
Thank you, Jody, for having me.
Recent press reports have left many car enthusiasts unsure if alterations made to their vehicles are legal. Do you have any advice in this regard?
Yes. Those wanting to do legal alterations to their motor cars can seek information and assistance from any of the city's authorized vehicle testing centers. They can also consult the car's original manufacturer for advice.
Are there any online resources they can download?
Yes, definitely. Vehicle owners can obtain an online copy of the National Road Traffic Act, which spells out in detail information about vehicle modification.
What happens if a car is deemed to be illegally altered?
Thank you. That is an important question. If a vehicle is suspected of being illegally altered, a suspension notice is issued to the owner, who has a set period of time in which to present the vehicle for roadworthy testing free of charge. If when tested the vehicle is found to be unroadworthy for any such reason, the license disc and roadworthy certificate are destroyed until such time as the defects are addressed. If, however, the vehicle is found to be roadworthy, the suspension notice is then cancelled.
Could you give our viewers a few examples of illegal alterations done to vehicles?
Certainly. First, a common illegal alteration is what we term a sag suspension. This is where the car is modified to lower its profile. This modification can result in the car bottoming out when carrying a full load of passengers, or chafing the tires, which are both very unsafe. We have also found altered engines being put into cars where the engine compartment is not large enough to hold the more powerful engine. Sometimes we found racing seats and seat belt harnesses in cars that have not been properly fitted. The installation of illegally bright lights like the xenon headlamps can visually impair or blind oncoming traffic, causing accidents. I should also mention the changing of the air filter system. This illegal alteration gives the vehicle extra power but can cause backfiring and a petrol spray, which is a fire hazard.
We understand that some vehicles are altered to be used in street racing. Can you comment?
Let me say up front that street racing on a public road is illegal and becoming an increasing problem. Several deaths have occurred to both drivers and spectators. We also get complaints from communities who are negatively impacted. Add to this the risk introduced to normal road users by these illegally altered vehicles. It is an issue the city must address.
Is there any strategy in place to address the street racing problem?
Yes, we do have a plan. The first initiative will be for the City of Cape Town to lobby for stricter bylaw regulations to be adopted under the Western Cape Provincial Road Traffic Act. This is to help us combat illegal street racing. We are also motivating for stricter penalties for offenders to help as a deterrent.
Thank you, Maxine, for your informative responses. Well, there you have it. We trust that we have helped to clarify some of the misconceptions about the national legislation, vehicle alterations, and issues around illegal street racing. This has been a public service announcement from the City of Cape Town.